Today I'm at the Brooklyn Armory and I'm gonna visit Salty Road where Marissa Wu is gonna show me how to make taffy by hand.
When I think about taffy, and when I first started, I was like, I am not making saltwater taffy. Like, it's gross, it's like artificially flavored, it's colored, it's like, who wants any of that?
Right.
So I started doing a little research, and I didn't see anyone making sort of like a boutique, higher end saltwater taffy. So I played around one night, and I used real vanilla beans, and I added large grain sea salt. And I tasted it, and I was like, this is really good. And no one was doing anything
No,
like
I'd
it.
imagine no taffy that you're used to eating and seeing is in any way being made with anything natural.
Yeah.
So this is really, really cool. This is a big deal, what
Yeah.
you're doing here, what you're choosing to do.
We get to play around in a different way than, especially with something that's so iconic as saltwater taffy.
It is.
We emailed all of our fans and we're like, what do you actually want to taste? It was banana and licorice.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to try that because we're using real bananas, which
Yes.
I'd imagine affects the outcome dramatically.
Yeah, it's huge. And it tastes like banana bread, like that caramelized sort of banana
Even
flavor.
better.
Yeah. So the agitator basically just moves and scrapes the bottom and makes sure the milk solids don't burn.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah.
So this is a constant mixing.
Yeah. We basically get bananas and we ripen them super brown and splotchy, like
So you
something that would
wait
be, yes.
till they're super ripe.
Yeah, like for banana bread, you
Right.
want those like really,
You
really
want that
dark.
deep banana flavor.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
So-
it smells like banana bread. So what were you doing before you were making taffy?
Yeah, I was,
And also, why taffy?
yeah. I was actually working in film production for like 12 years, but I used to make candy when I was little. Like, I used to make hard candy, lollipops, when I was like in elementary, like in 6th grade.
Wow.
Which when I think about it now is terrifying.
You were doing sugar work.
in cast iron pots, like Lake Crusade pots. My mom was just like, yeah, sure.
You kind of just drew back to that.
Yeah, it was definitely coming back to a place for sure. And I think it's, I think it's kind of funny how often that happens when you like go find something you truly love and you're like, wait, I did this when I was like little.
Absolutely.
You know?
And taffy's something that's so nostalgic. It's
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah,
you know?
totally.
This is looking like caramel to me.
So basically we just have less fat and dairy. There's a lot of caramelization of the proteins inside the milk, which is similar to caramel,
Right.
but just not quite as much. So even in our like peppermint flavor, you'll have that just warm caramelized milk.
So this banana flavor is really going to come through, and the caramelization is
Yes.
helping that deep banana flavor.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about before, which is like having those bananas that are turning, all those carbohydrates are turning into sugar, and then have it like in the kettle, and it just caramelizes more and more.
Did you always know you were going to add sea salt into the taffy?
Well, it was the first time I tried my recipe, I put salt in it.
So
yeah.
from the beginning?
Yeah, from the very beginning.
That's a pro move right there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I translate that to finishing salt.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Those are little touches that restaurants often do.
Yeah.
But people don't really do at home.
Yeah. So this table actually, there's cold water that runs through the entire table that cools it from 250 degrees within 5 minutes.
So those crystals are just going to be spread throughout. When you bite into it, you're crunching on
Yes.
sea salt crystals.
Yeah, and it's bringing out the natural flavor. So yeah.
So what are we looking for at this point?
Right now, we're actually just gonna be, we want all the salt to kind of be connected. Like you can feel the table, it's really cold.
Oh my gosh, that happened
But
instantaneously.
You can still, like the heat is like radiating off the candy, right?
It is.
So we're just waiting until it's cold enough that we can start actually moving it into each other. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix this all together, and then we'll tear off some chunks, and we'll try out doing the taffy pulling by hand.
Can I rip a piece off, or do I not want to try this?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. It's so good.
It's different, right? It's not like any other taffy you've had. It's like
my
on
gosh.
another, yeah.
The flavor is exactly what I was picturing and
Yeah.
hoping it would be.
And the idea is like the more surface area, the better, right? Because it means that that air is getting trapped in the candy.
So how come mine's not as nice as yours?
Yeah. So this is also kind of like warm, which is good because it makes it easier for us.
Can we just pause for a second and just compare? What is happening? Well, I'll just take this piece home.
Yeah. Just in your pocket?
Yeah, it could fit. I'll make it work.
Now I'm gonna show you what the machine can do.
So how long do you keep it in here? What are you looking for?
It's 2 minutes. You can do it by sight. Like as soon as it gets really a much lighter and is completely incorporated, you don't want to over aerate it. It starts to agitate sugar crystals and it can crystallize the candy.
So this is very temperamental. Every step of the way, you really have to know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's strangely science, but the way
sugar
that
work is very scientific.
Yeah, it has a lot of chemistry. So
I love this. I love this process.
Yeah, I know, it's fun.
Oh my God. What a difference.
Yeah.
With getting some air in there.
Yeah, right? The texture is like totally, and the flavor becomes.
But the flavor is so clean, but so deep.
So I'm gonna put this just back on the cooler for a little bit, and we'll stretch it. So basically, we want it even cooler, and then we'll put it on the batch roller.
So we're turning it into a consistent cylinder.
Yeah. And it's cooled down quite a bit. So.
Right, it's getting more and more difficult to work with.
Yeah.
This is where the strength comes in, that's for sure. So we made a 25-pound batch.
Yes.
How much does that give you?
Yeah, that's about 100 boxes, and it's about 1,400 pieces.
Would you ever branch out past Taffy?
Yeah, well, you know, I love chocolate, always have, always will. But one of the reasons why I called it Salty Road, the company, was because I would love to make my own kind of rocky road with chocolate and marshmallows and
so, okay, you're talking getting into chocolate.
Yeah.
As if sugar work wasn't temperamental enough.
I know. Well, I feel like this, if we cooked this a little bit softer and then enrobed it in chocolate, because it has that real banana flavor, but
it does,
also chewy.
And the texture is just amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a very small, very hands-on production. Can you ever see this getting bigger, becoming manufactured if it gets to that point?
I mean, honestly, I'd rather just have like a retail aspect. Getting bigger with food manufacturing is such a f***ing headache. Anytime that you're gonna like have someone else manufacture your product, or like, I mean, they would be making, we make 25-pound batches, they would probably be making like 500-pound batches.
Right,
like you're gonna lose,
something's gonna change.
Yeah, you're gonna lose quality.
So we've made one batch, my arms hurt.
Yeah.
You do 6 normally.
Yeah, 6 a day.
Woo.
Yeah, it's legit.
It's so satisfying to come in here and go through this process, start to finish.
Yeah.
Making the taffy, packaging it. I mean, it makes it taste better to me.
Yeah, no, you get to see.
I just hope people see those cute little boxes and taste that when they open it up. It's just unbelievable what you're doing here.
Oh, thanks so much. Thanks for coming by.
It's been an unbelievable day, so fun. It's like my childhood dreams have come true today.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed this episode here at Salty Road Taffy. If you'd like to see more, click here. How far in do we have to go for collecting? Because this water's looking pretty rough.
We're going to go up to probably a little bit above our knees.
Okay, right where the waves are breaking.
Exactly.